I strongly feel that in the coming years and decades, the underwater domain is going to assume primary significance. And there is a lot of work which needs to be done if the focus shifts to the underwater domain. Finding correct navigation solutions to several range of craft like manned submarines, unmanned aircraft, unmanned vehicles uh, will all require precise navigation. So IIT Tirupati is doing a great job. I'm very happy that the seminar has been organized.
From the field, from the Navy's experience, can you share an example or a story related to underwater navigation?
Yes, certainly. We use underwater navigation in multiple ways, um, from finding position on board submarines. An interesting incident is when I joined the submarine arm in the early 90s, we had a very different form of navigating submarines. We had very heavy reliance on navigation systems which we could use when we broke the surface of water. Over the years, we've realized that breaking the surface of water is no longer going to be possible, and our quest for remaining dived and still navigating has assumed significance. So, when we inducted the initial inertial navigation systems in the Indian Navy, the settling time of a inertial system used to be about 24 plus hours. So I, being a specialist navigator, I had to close up that much earlier as compared to my shipmates, because I had to settle my navigation system and be prepared for sailing out much earlier than what my counterparts did. And it has always been in my mind that if we can reduce the time for settling of these inertial navigation systems, the navigators, which is my breed, will have a easier time on board. So that's anecdote from my experience on submarines.
What what is the vision? What is the possibility that can happen if we keep innovating for this segment?
So the vision is basically we should be able to reduce our dependence on above water navigation systems completely. We should be having a truly autonomous underwater navigation system which requires no external inputs. By no external inputs, I mean it doesn't require the submarine to take an update from above water navigation systems. So that really is what we should be aspiring to do, and that really is our vision, and that will make our submarines truly underwater platforms capable of doing very long endurance deployments without having to come to surface.
Can you share an innovation of Indian Navy that you haven't seen in any other country?
uh, on the underwater side. So we are experimenting with a lot of underwater buoys. Uh, I wouldn't say that there is something which we are doing which is completely different from other navies, but we need to customize technology so that it suits your navy. What suits the Indian Navy may not really suit the other navies, and vice versa. So we are doing a lot of this customization. Technology is available. We've got some great minds working on the latest cutting edge technology. But the challenge is in adapting that to submarine applications. And that's the benefit of seminars like this. And we look forward to working very closely with IIT Tirupati.
One question on the lighter note. Submarine's job is to stay incognito. And with these technologies advancing, it will be a tough time for the submarine to stay underwater and stay incognito. So, is it a problem or a challenge or a threat?
So how it has panned out over the last almost 100 odd years, there have been developments in the field of submarines which have been matched by developments in the field of anti-submarine warfare, and it's a constant game. So I'm sure we'll find solutions to anything that technology has to throw in terms of surveillance, but the submarine will remain relevant for the foreseeable future that I see. There will always be a counter which you can develop to uh, to deceive an electronic system.
What is your message to the startup ecosystem?
So the startup ecosystem is very vibrant in India, and we are very proud of the ecosystem. And it is important for us to throw challenges at the startup ecosystem, and I'm sure they will give us what we want. as I've articulated, that we require submarine endurances of in terms of months, which requires certain technologies to be developed. In the context of today's seminar, we require navigation technologies, and I'm sure it is within the skill sets of our startup industry, and they will be able to give us what we want. It's just a question of working with each other.
And you're open to that.
Yes, absolutely.
They can connect with you. How can they connect with the Navy?
So our submarine designer is actively connected with IIT Tirupati. I am connected with the submarine designer, and together we can work to take this forward.